Recently, I went to my first anime con and thought to myself, damn, y'all horny as shit. But when I was looking around, I noticed that there were too many anime characters I didn't recognize. The only ones I knew were Mai, Sakura, Shlama Lama Ding Dong, I don't remember her last name, and Mr. Clean. So that's when I thought to myself, man, I should really catch up on some anime so I can be cultured. But then, I forgot about the most egregious thing ever created by man. Anime tropes. The one thing that actively keeps me from watching anime. Anime tropes are the equivalent to cliches in movies. They all piss me off. Whether it be anime girls shrieking in a high-ass annoying voice, or the pro tag getting a hidden power right before they're about to die. Whatever the case may be, if anime has these same formulas, it just makes me wanna spirit bomb my TV! However, since I was born with the same skin color as Manny the Mammoth, I am broke and cannot afford another one. So instead, I'm going to discuss the 3 tropes that I've seen from the decent amount of animes I've watched, and start from the least egregious to the most. Alright? Let's get it poppin'! Starting at the bottom, the least egregious is what I call the barging in trope. This cliche is when a character, typically male, walks into a room unannounced while a girl is changing or half naked. The girl and guy both stare at each other in an unusual amount of time. And then, the male character gets an object thrown at them for walking in the room. Bitches out here playing professional dodgeball with my homies' faces. Stormtroopers should learn from these girls because they never miss. I hate this trope because it's just not funny. Whoever finds this shit comedic are the same people who cackle at lolly anime memes. I've never, ever laughed at a high-pitched shrieking woman throwing things at a man. I already get that from my third wife. The only reason this is at the bottom is because it's pretty understandable why a person would get pissed off at someone walking in unannounced while changing, but a Chad like me would just dim down the lights and put on a good show. You're already looking at me naked, might as well make it interesting. But let's be real though, these scenes are just there for the fan service. Which brings me to my next trope. Sliding in the middle, we have every Discord mod's favorite, the beach scene trope. The beach scene trope is... well, what the fuck do you think it is? It's basically the anime version of Twitch's hot tub category. Every half-decent anime has this problem. Writers feel like they need to have a beach scene in at least one of the seasons to keep our monkey brains entertained. Listen, if you ain't showing the full titty, I don't give a fuck! And this goes for fan service in general. They barely add anything to the plot, and that's what I don't like about it. They're just there, having a fun time, playing volleyball, slashing each other with water, always in some type of freeze frame, and maybe if you're lucky, you'll get some character development in there too. But for the most part, nope. It's more likely for Elon to box against Zuckerberg than to ever have character development in these scenes. And it's not just anime. Movies in general do this too. Naked or sex scenes in mainstream media are just shoved in there all the time, and it adds nothing to the plot. Unless it's Alexandra Daddario. I'll make an exception for her. And listen, I'm a man of culture, as much as the rest of you. But us cultured enthusiasts don't like having our time being wasted. It's all just there to appease the hormonal rankaronis we call hentai watchers. It's all a cock tease, and I don't like having my chicken being ridiculed at. He ain't done nothing wrong! But let's move on to the most egregious anime trope ever conceived by the depths of hell, the demon spawn of the underworld. Satan's paintbrush itself is the monologue fight trope. You might be asking, Hawa, what in the weeaboo gods is that? Let me paint a picture for you. In an anime, when a protagonist and antagonist are about to scrap, you know shit is going down. Both characters are powering up. They are ready to duke it out. And then, off they go, battling out for whatever stakes are on. The battle is epic. The fighting is glorious. just as amazing as the Battle of Sharkeisha 2013. However, when the fighting is just about to get crazy, the main character gets his ass whooped and backs off for a bit to have one of the worst things imaginable. An internal monologue. It's so damn stupid. They always ask themselves some shit like, oh, how can I defeat him? He's so powerful. Boy, if you don't get up and beat his ass, stop wasting time. I get it, you're tired, but in a real fight, ain't no one giving you a break. Your opponent will not stop until you are half dead on the ground, wishing you never came out your mother's coochie. I get it, sometimes it's a character building moment, but I still want to see some ass whooping. And it's even beyond idiotic if they get some random hidden power in the middle of the fight. Like, where the fuck did that come from? The only hidden power I could carry in the fist fight is if I bring out an AK-47 out my back pocket. I blame WorldStar for making me prone to watching constant fights with no levity. Honestly, I feel animators add monologues in to save some bread, because animating a full-on fight scene for 10 minutes must cost a lot. I mean, hell, look at Spider-Verse. They said it took the animators around 4 years to animate Spider-Punk's animation. And he ain't even in the movie that long. He dipped out midway through, not because it was a character arc, but because the anime is about to be losing fans if they keep having it on the damn movie screen. But that's my only theory on why there's so much monologue. The only other time that I hear this much dialogue coming from people is middle school girls' lunch tables and this shitty ass video. And those are the tropes that I wanted to talk about the most. I didn't want to rant about all the anime tropes, just ones that I've seen from the limited amount of anime I've watched. Not all anime is bad, just when these tropes pop up in the show, I just kept taking the fuck out of it. But before I go, I am making a reaction channel called How Reacts with shows, movies, and anime I've never watched. So, I want y'all to comment some animes in the comment section you think I like and why I should watch it, and I'll definitely hit it up on the channel. By the way, I think One Punch Man, Bunny Girl Senpai, and Persona 4 are GOAT tier shows, so base your comments off of that. Whether that be movies or shows, I'm willing to try out anything once. Except One Piece.